There we go. Welcome to another episode of Dad's Rolls with Kevin Belzer and Melissa Belzer joining me on our road trip. We already did the to Iowa part. Now we're doing the from Iowa part.
Yeah.
We are still in Iowa. We're past Des Moines on the I-80.
Yep.
Surrounded by a bunch of giant windmills.
Yeah.
We're going to play a car game. The last episode we did Old Wives' Tales, and we're going to continue because, well, AI did a pretty good job picking out some Old Wives' Tales, and I want to see what these old wives were up to and if I believe they were right or not.
Okay. All right, so this one, eating bread crusts makes your hair curly.
Eating bread crust makes your hair curly. Well, I've always eaten bread crust, and I had really curly hair when I was little. So I'm gonna go with yeah. I mean, because I did.
But I ate bread crusts as well, and my hair was not curly at all.
Until your mom gave you that perm.
Until I got the perm.
You had a perm when you were a little kid, but I didn't know you did. But I remember the perm you had in high school.
Yep.
Because I saw you in the hallway one time, and I said hi to you in the hallway.
Yes.
And I remember that one of the thoughts I had at the time was, wow, that's quite the perm. But everybody was rocking the perm or the high hair in the 80s.
Okay.
You had to see how much Aquanet you could put up there. The taller the hair was, the prettier the girl was. That was just the rules. I mean, we didn't make them up.
Okay.
That's just what the rules were. But if you looked at those photos recently, you're like,
they're ridiculous.
oh my, they are totally ridiculous.
It's funny.
But yet, who am I to talk because I had a mullet? So, I mean, I could rock that mullet.
Okay, so
what did it say?
folklore suggests that eating the crusts of bread would lead to curlier hair, but there's no scientific evidence to support this. Of course not. It's ridiculous.
That's because somebody hasn't done a scientific study yet.
Yeah. I don't think it has anything to do with bread crust.
Okay, all right. We'll go with that for now.
Oh, God. This one, too. Dogs' mouths are cleaner than humans.
Well, we were told that as kids.
We're told that as kids. Can you imagine?
We were told some really bad stuff as kids. And it's
crazy.
Like, out of all these you've done so far, how many have you done? This is the 8th one?
This is the 8th one.
Okay. And I would say 6 of them I'm familiar with. And we were told the other 6. We were told those 6. The other 2 I didn't know about. But yeah, we were told this one as well, that dogs' tongues were cleaner. And that is flat out not true. They have some nasty ass bacterias in their mouth that they can spread into an open wound.
Well,
because we were told that having a dog lick your wound would help it heal faster. And I remember a story a few years ago of a woman that thought that and had her dog do it. It ended up creating a nasty infection. She had to get an amputation out of it. In fact, it may have been 2 limbs she had to have amputated.
I don't know. I was thinking of the same story. I couldn't recall the details, but I was like, somebody got lost their leg because of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, bad times. Do not let the dog lick your open wounds.
No, because they can't. Dogs don't have saliva with healing properties. Their mouths carry bacteria just like humans. Now, to that, cats, like even the vet said when we were there one time, or the doctor said that 85% of dog bites don't end up needing an antibiotic. But like the cat bite ones were like, I think 100%, because the cat saliva is really bad. Like bacteria that stays along their gum line and stuff.
Well, I can see that because cats also clean themselves.
Right, so...
And they're cleaning, like, literally everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen our cat go to town down below, as well as, like, in between the paws and everything. And you think about the fact that they're in litter and everything else. Yeah. Pretty gross.
Yeah.
Next.
If your ears are burning, someone is talking about you.
Absolutely true, 100%. Without a doubt, that is true.
No.
No?
No.
Not true.
Nope.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So what's it say? It just says no.
An old superstition without any basis.
An old superstition without any
scientific
basis.
basis.
Well, I don't know. There's energy in the atmosphere.
Probably.
So I think the old wives may have actually been onto something there. I know there may not be any data to it,
Yeah.
but there have been times to where I've been able to tell you what you were thinking because it happened just the other day.
It's freaky.
Because I even said, "What? Why are you excited?" And you're like, "That was creepy," and you were.
I know.
I didn't know why, but I knew you were excited, and I could not see your face.
No, he couldn't
You were
see
on
my
the other
face.
side of
I was
the car.
Like, oh my gosh, it freaks me out every time you do it.
Yeah.
Every time.
So I am in disagreement on this one.
Yeah.
I believe the old wives were onto something.
Believe it could happen.
Yep.
Okay. Okay,
Next.
and then I have something. I probably know why they said this, because this is an obvious thing to me, but we'll see what it says. Cats suck the breath out of babies.
Cats suck the breath out of babies.
Yeah, like they will die or something. Because
Yes and no. What they'll do is cats will lay on top of babies
Yes.
because they're warm.
yes, and
And
then
that'll end up
milk.
where the baby just can't.
Well, and they smell the milk in their breath too, but it's because they're laying on top of babies. It's not because they're sucking out their breath.
Yeah, cats are just seeking out warmth.
Yeah.
It's not that they really want to kill your baby.
Warmth and milk.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at our female cat for 12 years now. She slept on me every night because, and it's like, okay, I'm like, okay, does she love me? Well, I'm also warm and our room is cold, so, but I'll take it.
Yeah, so that part, yes, of course, it's baseless and untrue because they don't suck the breath out of babies. They just suffocate them by sitting on them. All right.
Next.
This one I've never heard of. If you drop a knife, a man will visit.
If you drop a knife, a man will visit?
Yeah.
I mean, I've dropped a lot of knives. Have you dropped a lot of knives?
Yeah, I didn't have any man visit.
Yeah. Now I'm going to say no on this one.
Yes.
What did it say?
Yeah, same thing.
That it's not
Superstition
true?
implies a drop knife foretells a male visitor, but there's no evidence.
I mean, I've heard of that one, but I never believed that
I've
one.
never heard of that.
Yeah, I never fell for that one.
Knocking on wood prevents bad luck.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to do that. Knock on wood. That's
People
the
do
thing.
it all the time.
People do it all. You know, it's funny. People really do still do it all the time. They do that, and what they'll normally say is just to be safe. I'm still going to knock on wood.
Yeah.
And it's like, even though they'll be like, well, I don't believe it, but then they'll go knock on the wood, and it's like,
Right.
okay, well, then you actually do believe it, because otherwise, why are you knocking on wood?
Okay, well, there's a reason that they chose to knock on wood, and it's this I didn't know. It says it stems from ancient beliefs in spirits living in the trees. So that's why they do it, even though there's no validation scientifically.
Spirits living in the trees.
Yeah.
I mean, there are demon spirits in the world, and
Yeah, I don't know.
there are angels and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I never knew why.
Yeah, I didn't know the reason why they chose that specific action. Okay, now I know there's going to be. I don't care what this says. There are people that can say, yeah, there's something to this, but I don't know what it would be. A full moon affects human behavior.
Oh, it totally does.
They've got the ERs ask them the influx during full moons of babies delivering and people like crazy.
Freaky accidents,
So it's
everything.
like-
And actually, I believe that they've actually done the data, or they have the data
They
now
just may
that
have collected it.
there
Yeah.
are higher ER visits on a
Yeah.
full moon. I do believe that is actually true.
So
Because
it was-
I think they're actually, because that's something that they can get data on.
yeah.
Yeah, so they're saying it's not true?
Okay, well, it does say this idea without solid scientific backing claims that full moons affects human activity and behavior. So they said not solid, but that's to me saying, yeah, there's some evidence out there that it does matter.
Well, just like a couple of the other ones, the old wives could actually be onto something.
Feed a cold, starve of fever.
Feed a cold, starve of fever. Feed a cold, starve of fever. Isn't it basically that? I mean, I'm trying to think. If I have a fever, I'm not hungry.
No.
But when I've had a cold, I've still been hungry.
Right. Well, that's just how you feel, but they're saying intentionally.
I know they're saying to intentionally do
not
that.
Give someone, but it says balanced nutrition helps.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying that scientifically speaking, as an experiment of one person, I'm still hungry when I have a cold, but when I've had a fever, I'm not hungry.
Right.
So I would fit that anyway, but I know that like the last time I battled, when I was battling a fever back in 21 for a couple weeks, I legit did not eat for 2 weeks at all. I only had liquid for 2 weeks. And I know that's not good. That you're supposed to be getting all the nutrients and all that in somehow.
You get muscle wasting with that.
Oh, absolutely. I was weakened out of that. It took me months.
Yeah.
Because it's like, remember when I started working out
days.
again? It's like I had to go to smaller weights, like dramatically smaller weights, because I had muscle atrophy or what is
wasting.
it? Muscle wasting.
Yeah. Because you don't feed your body, and so it starts breaking down your muscle.
I definitely had that going on. Yeah, not good times, because I think it took me, just from those 2 weeks, it took me like 6 months to get back on track. It was bad. Yeah. All right, well, let's end it on that sad note.
Sure.
So, I guess the final point of that one is just still eat, still get some nutrients in your body somehow.
Helps the healing.
Whether you have a fever or a cold, because your body needs it.
Yep.
Because it's battling virus, whatever, out of it, and it's like, hey, I need the right nutrients in me to win. Yeah, don't do what Kevin did and not do anything for no food for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Quite the weight loss routine on that one.
Yeah, not good for you.
Bad times.
Not a good way.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up there. Until next time, go out and review, feedback, comments, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Man, these energy drinks did not kick in and out.
No, it's delayed.
Yeah, go to dadsrealswag.com for all the latest swag. Until next time, go out and be the kick-ass adult I know you all can be.